I'm so busy these days, I gotta make this video while I'm going about my daily routine. Do you have trouble finding time to practice these days? I do too, but I'm stealing a moment right now, and that brings us to our first gift idea on the list. This is the SaxHolder neck strap harness thingy. It is the best I've ever found for relieving strain on your back and shoulders. Full disclosure, I do not use this very much or at all on gigs because I think it looks really ugly. But when nobody's watching, this is the neck strap I'm using, which is like 95% of the time. These are the key leaves, and what they do is they prop open your E flat key, your C sharp key, and your G sharp key, which allows those pads to dry out when you're done playing. This prevents the ultra annoying sticky G sharp and sticky C sharp from happening, as well as prolonging the life of your pads. It's the sort of thing you're gonna want on every saxophone you own, so you might wanna order a few of them, which reminds me, I gotta order something. Man, I love this website. If you need any sort of audio gear, sweetwater.com is the shit. I've been wanting one of these things for a long time. Ordered, can't wait for it to get here. Now this little guy here is the game changer for saxophone reeds. It's called the Reed Geek Geeklet, and it's probably my favorite all-time saxophone accessory. Before every playing session, I'm gonna take my Geeklet and flatten the table of my reed. That just gets me much better performance, a better seal on the mouthpiece. Using the Geeklet to make adjustments on the other side of the reed, I can get them to play, I'd say between 20 and 40% better. So I'm using way more reeds out of every box. Pretty much every reed in a box I use now. These things last forever and is gonna pay for itself after the first couple boxes of reeds. So many people have bought these and no one has ever regretted it, as far as I know. Now this mouthpiece is new and I freaking love it. It's the BetterSax Burnin Alto sax mouthpiece. I have it in a 7-tip opening, which is my favorite, but it also comes in 5 and 6-tip openings if that's what you like. The idea behind this design was to create a really versatile jazz mouthpiece that can be used in lots of different styles, but always have the extra power and projection we need in playing situations these days. What's so cool about it is that it manages to maintain this deep, rich darkness mixed with the brightness. And as you get used to playing on this mouthpiece, you can kind of control that and get a large palette of sound colors in your playing. And here's another one. This ligature I've got on here is the Jody Jazz Power Ring. They make these in sizes to fit all different types of mouthpieces, alto, tenor, soprano, whatever, metal, hard, rubber. I love how it looks, and I gotta say, out of all of the ligatures I have, this is one of the few that really makes a noticeable difference in the sound. It's not huge, but I can tell that it kind of just beefs up the sound a little bit, and I really dig it. Huh, that was fast. Now, as good as it feels to give gifts to others, I'm not gonna lie, I love it when a delivery is coming, which is why I was so excited to hear that the sponsor of today's video, Sweetwater.com, is now selling band and orchestra instruments as well.
Bonjour.
Désolé, je pensais que j'avais mal sonné.
Non, c'est pas grave.
Tenez, il y a ça. Jay Metcalf.
C'est moi.
C'est ça? Ça va aller?
Merci.
Allez, bonne journée, monsieur.
Bonne journée, au revoir.
Ah, il y a le chien. Il y a le chien qui est sorti.
Ah, merci. Sky, come here. Come here.
This means that the best online shopping experience and customer service is not just for guitar players anymore. Now saxophonists can also nerd out and get our gear fix from America's #1 online music retailer. And look at how nicely they pack this stuff. Wait, the founder of Sweetwater is a saxophone player? Why did it take them so long to start selling saxophones? Now, I've put links to everything in this video in the description below, and a lot of the stuff you can now buy on sweetwater.com, where you get free shipping, amazing customer service, the lowest prices, and access to their team of in-house experts who can offer free advice and support on everything they sell. Be sure to check out their giveaway page, where they're constantly giving away tens of thousands of dollars worth of amazing gear. Sweetwater has always been this online retail oasis for musicians, and by musicians I mean guitar players and drummers. But now finally band nerds like you and me can get in on the action. I've put together a page on their website with my top gear picks, which I'll link below. And I'm gonna open that box a little bit later because I still gotta practice. So check out this stand. This is the Hercules tall grip stand. And I originally got a couple of these because I wanted my saxophones to be up high and in the shot for when I'm making the videos, right? But then I realized, wow, this is so cool to have your saxophone at arm's length. I don't usually put it up that high. For normal everyday use around the studio, I have it about here so that I can just reach over. My saxophone is right there. I don't have to bend down. I love the grip mechanism here. When you put your saxophone on the stand, it kind of grabs the bell and holds it in place. Look at that. That's insane. I wouldn't necessarily take these to a gig because they're kind of larger than a traditional stand that goes on the floor, but for in the house and in the studio, this is the best. And let's not forget this beautiful instrument, which is, of course, the BetterSax Alto. It is hard to believe that this saxophone costs well under $1,000. I set out to create an entry-level priced instrument that can be used by professionals, which is why I've been playing on this horn as my main instrument for the past year. Not only does it do everything I need it to, but I love how it sounds, how it feels under the fingers, and how it looks. Now, let's get back to practicing. If you're looking for some cool stuff to practice, look no further than the courses over at BetterSax.com. If you're new to improvising and playing by ear, you're going to want to check out the Pentatonic Foundation course. If you need to nail down your fundamentals of sound and technique, Core Essentials is for you. Do you want to develop as an improviser who can play solos in popular music styles? Then you should check out the Blues Foundation and Blues Language courses. And right now, I'm going to finally start my practice session by playing something from the latest BetterSax course, Essential Jazz Repertoire Volume 1, Intermediate Etudes by Steve Kortika. How about that audio quality? I just recorded that into this Apogee MiC Plus. It's a professional USB microphone which you could plug into your phone, into your tablet, into your computer, whatever device you're using. It's fantastic for on-the-go mobile recordings, and I use it all the time. Don't forget about the headphones. If you're doing any recording whatsoever, a good pair of headphones is absolutely essential. I love my Sony MDRs. They take a lot of abuse and last forever. Now, unfortunately, we're already out of time for this practice session, but I've got to show you two more of my favorite accessories before I go. Now, the first thing I do when I finished playing is I take my reed off and I put it away in one of these amazing handmade wooden reed cases. I found these things and fell in love with them right away. If you want to treat yourself or some other saxophone player, get them one of these reed cases. They're amazing, best I've ever used. Now this next gift is like the socks of the saxophone gift world, but hey, everybody needs socks, right? Now, I never put my horns away without first swabbing out the mouthpiece, the neck, and the body of your saxophone. It keeps the moisture out. It keeps your case from getting all smelly and moldy and nasty. So you can get these kits, which come with 2 swabs, one that does the neck and the mouthpiece, and another one that swabs out the body. These microfiber swabs are the best I've ever used, and I recommend them very highly. Unless you want a stinky case and sticky pads and more regular maintenance from your saxophone technician, faster depreciation on the value of your horn. All right, that's all I got time for today. I've got to go do some holiday shopping. Everything in today's video can be found on either BetterSax.com or Sweetwater.com. I want to thank Sweetwater for sponsoring this video and for finally getting into the band and orchestra instrument space. If you liked this video, check out this one over here, which I know you're gonna love. Come on. Try again.